Good morning, friends. Today is Thursday. Happy Thursday. If you're new here, hi. My name is Bella. I am a part-time reseller on eBay and Poshmark. I've been doing this since 2014, and I basically go to church sales, rummage sales, any kind of yard sale, and thrift stores to find items to sell for profit online. So let me tell you, we have a big haul here. I'm not sure I've ever done this many items in one of my hauls. I got a total of 48 items. I am going to show you 19 of those items today, but these are good items, mall brands. So here we go. 48 items total. I spent $65. Broken down, that's about $1.25 per item. I did keep some for my family as well. So this was a really good haul. For $1.25, we've got shoes, we've got bras, we've got really nice wool sweaters. So let's hop right into it. So waste no more time. We'll start with these. I picked these up for my daughter or my son. They're like a navy blue. These are Crocs. My daughter wasn't crazy about the fit on her, so they're probably gonna end up in my store, but I didn't even know Crocs made these kind. They are awesome. They really, I don't know, these are perfect for like mudding, and it's gonna be snowy. I wouldn't exactly call them snow boots, but more like rain boots. So I grabbed those. I ran to the back of the church hall or the church sale. I usually start with shoes. They're usually super reasonably priced at sales. So these Fila's, I did a little research on these. They are like a high top men's. I had no idea, but high tops are apparently coming back. These ones I expect they will probably get around $30 to $35. But if you can find 90s vintage Fila shoes, pick those up because the comps are really good and they are selling if you can get them for a good price. I wasn't sure about Fila because I typically don't pick it up, but I wanted to give it a try. And high tops apparently are something of the 90s. I don't really remember a lot of high tops, but okay, on to some bras. Bras are kind of like, and lingerie, swimwear is kind of like the best kept secret, I feel like, or not thereof of thrifting, or not so much. Wacol. I had never heard of this brand, but after a little research, I grabbed two of these bras. They could sell anywhere from between $15 to $25. Really easy pickup, ships well, they're in great shape. So I always go through the lingerie stuff. They're not usually marked up at church sales. I found this beautiful Calvin Klein solid black logo sweatshirt. I don't even believe it has been worn. It's amazing, very nice. A lot of people like Calvin Klein reminds me of the 90s. And early 2000s, I wore a lot of Calvin Klein. I'm glad to see it coming back. Their skirts can do really well as well. Bra, here we go. This is just a Victoria's Secret push-up bra. My favorite bras are probably Victoria's Secret to pick up, to be honest with you. But they just sell fast. A really good brand, obviously. Everybody knows them. But bras in general are so expensive. So I do move a lot of Victoria's Secret bras in my store. I'm going to move back a little and show this. This is Norman. Okay, McNaughton. Oh man, I chopped that. This has shoulder pads, cottage core. I have been picking up a lot of dresses like these. I love to get vintage looks in my store right now. It honestly is selling better. I initially would avoid vintage things, but now I'm sweaters and skirts, 90s skirts, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Those are awesome as well. Lucky brand. I believe this to be an older model Lucky brand men's thermal. I We'll sell men's jeans in Lucky. I don't get a ton of Lucky, but that was a good, you know, for winter coming up. I'm like, yeah, we're going to do that one because everybody loves a thermal at wintertime. Now this, 100% linen. You'll see, I love to pick up Land's End. I know the colors scream kind of spring, but I decided to grab it anyways because it's long sleeve, 100% linen. So yes, I still pick up 100% linen any time of year really for a good price. And that was definitely a good price. I expect that'll probably sell pretty quickly in my store, even though it is winter or coming into winter. I love Aerie. This is a wool blend sweater. I'm trying to control myself from keeping it. I'm like, this would be perfect. But anything Aerie, I actually had, first thing this morning, I woke up to an Aerie sale. And I just love Aerie personally, so I do put a lot of it in my store. You know, just when, even my own stuff, whenever I'm done, you know, ready to change out the season or something. So Eddie Bauer, this is a men's. I was like torn between whether this was a sleepwear shirt or if this was just a workwear shirt. I think it could be anything. The only thing that threw me off was this little bit of flannel. So I'm like, oh, this must be a sleepwear shirt. But nevertheless, that's a men's, and we're gonna throw that in the store. And I sell a lot of women's Eddie Bauer, but I will dabble in men's as well. Towards sleep, I do pick up, this was an easy pickup for me. This is here, I'll stand up and, well, you still can't really see it. Woo. This is a maxi sleep dress. I was like, this is very impressive. I've never seen a dress like this for sleeping, but light cotton. I have a few different Torrid sleep stuff in my store. Their lingerie does pretty good for me. I actually have another sleepwear dress right now listed in my store. So this, immediately when I saw it, I said, Y2K all the way. Vintage Express. It's just so cute. It has a built-in bra, and it just brings me back. These halter tops take me to my childhood and my teens. Those are always like, those were the tank tops I was wearing, or the high neck like halters. Anyone else? Let me know what you were wearing in the late 90s, early 2000s. An easy pickup for me is Woolrich, and I've mentioned Woolrich before. I did notice on this, it had a small hole after I got it home. Let's see if I can find it again. I should have put a little mark on it, but I did just disclose that in the listing. It has a small hole. It's so small I can't even find it to show you. So that would not personally discourage me from buying this sweater because Woolrich is known for their quality. I don't know other people. It doesn't seem to discourage people if it's a good reputable brand. I definitely recommend list it, see what happens. I do, because a lot of times when I come home, I might have missed something. We're human, and that actually goes for this one too. I found this like house coat. This is a house coat. I didn't even know what a house coat was until recently. So a house coat, this is a lot layered, lined, Land's End. This also, it's so warm and so nice. It barely, I noticed, I actually think I did see this, but still picked it up because it is a really nice item and I still believed it would sell. And that's a very small hole just in the pocket. Does not affect the actual item. So my recommendation is if you get home and you're like, my item, what am I gonna do? Honestly, list it and see what happens. It's a reputable brand. I have sold items with damage all the time. Not all the time. I try not to pick them up, but if I do, I don't want to lose out on money. So this, I found this, I was like, oh, this is cool. You can hear my puppy Luna in the background. She's probably chasing squirrels or dreaming of chasing them. This is a cover-up, Victoria's Secret. The size was ripped out of it, but with all of my items, I do put descriptions and measurements. That has been key for me over the years. I have cut down so many, what size is this? How is it gonna fit? Questions over the years by adding the measurements. I used to think it would be a huge pain to add measurements for me, but it turned out once I started adding measurements to every one of my listings, it really cut back on the amount of questions you get, because everybody knows after wash and wear, things don't always end up fitting the same, even if it's a brand you love. So that is a recommendation. Put your measurements in your photos, save yourself some time right off the bat. And then it'll just become a habit. And that's what happened with me. I just habit, go and measure everything. Polo, corduroys, I gave these a good little washing. As soon as I got them home, these are men's, really nice corduroys. Anything corduroy right now, it is corduroy time of year. Men's, women's, blazers, jackets. I have a corduroy women's jacket that I swear, I just watched Stranger Things the other night and somebody was wearing like that kind of corduroy jacket. I'm like, yes, I'm picking up the right styles. So yeah, all of that stuff is coming back, and just, I love to pay attention to the trends, and even TV shows are great ideas to see what is working and what people are wearing. This was a bolo for me, an item on my list of brands that I was hoping to find someday. Matilda Jane. I looked her up again, Matilda Jane, the line, to see. I thought it was women's and kids, and it is. Women's and kids dresses. I'm actually not sure if this is a woman's or a child's. So I have to do a little bit more research, and that's really nice about Google Lens. Usually when I take a picture, I go right in to my Apple after I take it and scroll down in the picture view, and I immediately go and I search for Google Lens, see if anybody else has it listed. Every day it's better and better. When I started on eBay, Google Lens was non-existent, and now it's incredible. It'll pull up what is selling on Poshmark, eBay, Depop. It's wherever they can find that item on there. Okay, so this is apparently item number 19 because I am at the bottom. This vintage brand and anything with Ramey in it, this was 2002. Petites. Again, I measured it because, really this could fit small or medium. Christmas sweaters, everybody, is going to be looking. If you're getting invited to a Christmas party and you need an ugly Christmas sweater, I honestly believe the best place to go is eBay, Poshmark, to look for these items because there are some unique finds. Those are one of my favorite things to pick up in the fall to put in my store for the winter. And I sell a lot of Christmas vintage sweaters this time of year once it starts to get cold and everybody starts dreaming of, those winter nights. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much. This was one of my longer videos. I will be trying to get more haul videos up for everyone, and I really appreciate you hanging out with me, seeing what I'm picking up. I would love to learn more about you and what you're picking up, what's selling for you right now in either your eBay or Poshmark store. And if you have any questions for me as an eBay seller, I would love to answer those for you. So I will be back soon. Thank you for watching, and happy thrifting and happy selling to everybody out there. Thank you. Bye-bye.